6 months ago I couldn't even run 3k, and today I'm running 26, which is my longest ever run so far as part of my marathon training. So let's go. My estimated time is like up to 3.5 hours, so I'm gonna be here for a while. The joys of being a slow runner is that these things take time. I'm doing a run walk and I'm doing 8 minutes running, 2 minutes walking. I'll put my paces on the screen as well. And I'm basically doing that until I get to 26k. Loads of gels, or like gel blocks with me. I've got a hydration vest on, like a bladder, which is new for me. It's this little thing here, which is actually super easy to use. And then I have electrolytes here. So I am like 1.5 kilometers in. So plenty more to go. Probably not even like 6k in. And I just had to stop to go to the... There we go. Thank you, shopping centres. In now. I feel okay. Not thinking about all the like distance I've got ahead, because I feel like now it's too far away to start any sort of countdown. But I'm on a brand new route today. It's basically like the river all the way, and I do a loop and cross over. Oh, the other side, my arms are so sore. I will say, even when you give yourself like a 2-minute walk break, 2 minutes goes really fucking quick. And it feels like nothing. But I feel good. I'm eating more on this run. I've got a shit ton of water, new views. Yeah, I feel good. 14k, and the fact I've got 12 more k is slightly soul destroying. Over 15k now, which means almost just 10k to go. This is where now I'm starting to get tired, and it feels like it's like truly getting hard. I've been eating non-stop. It's just my legs are super sore. I think it's because I've been doing this will be my 3rd weekend doing half marathon or above. So my body's like, what the fuck? And I also don't want to go too hard because I've got 30k next week, which is just insane. I think that when it starts to get hard like this, I've just got to remind myself that I couldn't run 3k when I started getting back into running again. And now, like, that first 15k was relatively, I don't want to say easy because I don't think it's ever easy, but you know, I did it. So you've just got to like put things into perspective and realise that you can actually do it. It's always your brain telling you that you can't. Sorry, your body telling you, yeah, your brain's telling you can't do it, where actually you probably can, especially if you've been training for the last however many months. So yeah, just gotta keep plugging away and listening to a podcast, which I never do, just because I don't want to listen to music until I really need it. But yeah, that's been helping actually. I am 19k in. I'm just enjoying my little walk break. Just had some more gels and some water. At this point last week I cried because I was finding it so hard, but I mean it's hard, but nowhere near as hard as last week, which shows you can do it. It's just your brain. Like some weeks it's not your week. Last week was not my week. I just had to stop because this little guy. Hi. Are you friendly? $20k in now. This is when it starts to hurt. Both of my knees hurt. I'm not tired, I'm aching at this point now, like, and I know this last 6k is going to be tough, especially the last 3k, because it is a fact that the last 3k of every run is the hardest part and the longest part. It feels like the longest part anyway, but really happy with how the whole thing's gone. And that is a half marathon. I've now been on this run for 2 hours and 49 minutes. Whew. And I've got 4.5k to go, and I'm feeling it. I'm getting tired. But at this point, like, I know I'm going to finish it, and I just know that this last part is going to be hard. I might switch up my podcast for some music now, just because I feel like I need a bit of a change to push me through this last little bit, and then I'm going to get straight in the bath. I've got food prepped, ready to go. I have a wrap, and I can't wait. 26. Oh my god. 26k. So that was 26k, 3 hours, 23 minutes, 23 seconds, 7:49 per kilometre. Done. Another one in the bag. That was it. That was my longest run ever. 26k, 16.2 miles ticked off. Next week I've got a 30k, which I'm not even trying to think about yet, but let's just do a little bit of a run recap. So I think I said that at the start of the run my goal was to do 8 minutes of running at a 7:35, 7:45 pace with a 2-minute walk break after that, and then I just repeated that until I got to 26k, and I pretty much stuck to that. I'm just looking at all of my splits on the Coros app. Coros is the watch that I use, and then I also build out my interval sessions within that as well. I'm also going to overlay all of my intervals on the screen as well, so you'll be able to see exactly how it went and how well I stuck to the paces that I set. But I think I did pretty well. Some of the splits I was running like under a 7-minute 20-second kilometre. I think I probably averaged slightly quicker than I initially planned, which I'm really glad about actually, because last week when I did my 24k I did not stick to it. It was just not the run for me, and that is totally fine, but it was nice to see that in this instance I was able to somewhat stick to the paces that I set. All in all, I really enjoyed this run. I don't know if you can tell from the clips, but although I'm like struggling parts of the way through it, I'm feeling quite positive throughout the whole run, which is really important because such a big part of long distance running is mindset, and the more you do it, I don't want to say it gets easier, and it's easy because I don't think it ever will be, especially at these distances, but it gets a lot more enjoyable and a lot more bearable. But that doesn't mean there is bits of struggle like scattered throughout the run. It's definitely a bit of a roller coaster. Yeah, I was really happy with how the run went. It's still mind-blowing that, like, I still can't wrap my head around the fact that within the next 6 weeks I'm going to be running a marathon. Still feels quite far away in terms of like making up the rest of that distance. I think it will feel more real next week when I do my 30k, because then we are really getting into like marathon level territory. I also wanted to just shout out the running program that I'm using. So I am using an app called Runner, which will basically build a bespoke running plan for you based on whatever distance you want to do. They do anything from like a couch to 5k up to, I think they do ultra marathons now actually as well. Obviously doing their marathon plan, and you put in like PBs that you've had and it will build a plan based on also if you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced runner. So it is really good for all kinds of runners. Within this plan you can do anywhere from 2 to 5 runs a week, also adding strength training, which is included within the app, and they also do Pilates now as well, which is really cool. So if you did want to give it a go, you can use my code Emily2 to get 2 weeks free, which is a really good way to kind of try out the app before you commit to spending $15.99 a month, which I think is really good value considering for what you get with the app, and hopefully if you try it out you'll be able to kind of see that for yourselves. So yeah, you can use my code Emily2. I'll also leave a link below that you can just click and it should auto apply the code, and you can download the app if you don't have it already. And yeah, that was my longest run ever. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you're also planning on run walking any races you've got coming up, let me know, because I definitely plan on run walking the marathon. And yes, if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment and subscribe if you want to see more of these sorts of videos. I think I might do the same for my 30k next week, but we shall see. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.